The NRA Whittington Center outside Raton, New Mexico poses an intense challenge for extreme long-range sharpshooters. Its rugged terrain, blustery winds, and shimmering heat make every shot a complex fusion of skill, nerve, and faith. This is not a place for the faint of heart. Welcome to the King of 2 Miles, presented by McMillan Fiberglass Stocks. Coming to you from the NRA Whittington Center in Raton, New Mexico. I'm Ted Jones. Joining me in the booth today, Paul Phillips, our expert analyst. Take a look at the qualifying format. They get 5 shots on target number 1, only 3 shots on the next 3 targets. Here's the problem. You have to hit at least 1 time on each of those 4 targets. If you don't, you are eliminated. Where are the targets? Well, 1,550 yards to target number 1. Target number 2, only 1,715 yards, about 200 more yards. It's difficult as we break a mile on target 3, 1,890 yards. And the size, 30 inches by 37 inches. Target 4, we're over 1 mile, 1.13 miles. One of the challenges for an event like King of 2 Miles is determining a hit or miss at such a great distance. So logistics and targeting director Walt Wilkinson has gotten creative.
The camera system that we use is made by a small company called Target Cam. All right, it's the best thing that I have seen yet because of, 1, external power. I can put a long-range antenna on it. I can also stand there on the spot and change lenses out. If I need a wide-angle lens because I'm 15 yards from the target or I'm 100 yards from the target, I simply unscrew the lens and then put another one on there so that this gives me that flexibility. There's no way to put a camera 10, 15 feet or even yards in front of a target that's hanging 35 feet in the air off of a cliff. All right, so I had to come in from a distance.
Let's meet our first shooter. This is Scott McCree. His spotter will be Randy Powell. He's out of Mississippi. Oh, the first shot is off already, and it's a miss. Look at that, way high. You see the dust rise up there from the dirt backstop.
Yeah, Scott's shooting a 50 cal. This is the biggest cartridge we have in the competition. There's no mistake seeing the impacts of the 50.
And how about the impact of his first hit right there with shot number 2? Now that automatically qualifies him to go to target number 2, but there are points involved right here for every hit. So he'll take all the rest of them he's allowed to. Unfortunately, he was high again and missed shot number 3. Now you see a spotter give him directions right there. And it didn't work. Still looks like he's just a little bit high, Paul.
Yeah, notice the spotters, they're not in the scope. They have to stay in the scope the entire time to make sure that they see that shot.
Well, they did something right there. Shot number 5 is a hit, so 2 out of 5 is not too bad. Let's take a look at where he placed them. You can see 3 of them were all high, 2 of them on the target. Not toward the middle, though.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad group. They just need to center that group on the plate. Let's see how they do it the next plate here.
All right, now what did he adjust right here?
That was a windage adjustment he made.
It didn't work.
No call.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. You have to keep in that scope. You have to keep your eyes on the scope, and you have to concentrate. If you miss the slightest little impact, you won't be able to adjust the shooter.
Well, I saw that one. Rocks flying everywhere. He should be able to help him out now as he misses the number 2 shot.
Yeah, that's one thing about the 50. They make huge impacts, so it's a little easier to see the spots.
Last try. Nope, he's low again, so he will be out of competition right now. Here's our scoreboard, 2 out of 8. Well, not real great, not a lot of points. He kept adjusting for windage. We asked him about that.
If you start seeing it roll to the left, that means you got wind coming from right to left. If it rolls to the right, then obviously the same, opposite direction.
After the break, we'll meet this guy, Duncan Davis, win the King of 2 Miles competition presented by McMillan Fiberglass Stocks returns.